In other news now, Brexit is heading for yet another cliffhanger after British MPs voted to delay the UK's departure from the European Union. The British Prime Minister will now return to Brussels and seek an extension to the Brexit deadline, with just 2 weeks before the currently scheduled exit date. Frustration is building in Westminster.
We are like a circle in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel, never ending or beginning on an ever-spinning reel. It's just going on and on and on.
Now, we're told that the way that we can avoid any delay is to support the deal that the government has concluded with the European Union. Yet this House, as my honourable friend has just mentioned, has twice rejected that deal, most recently only 2 days ago. The deal is dead. It cannot be resurrected.
Both her deal and no deal are simply no longer viable options.
It isn't just the Prime Minister let down by this mis-selling. The country's been misled, and now the plan has been mislaid.
She has bludgeoned us black and blue with her baneful deal and her robotic mantra of it's my deal or no deal.
This is a waste of time and a waste of time for our chamber, and that should not be happening. What we should be doing is thinking and mapping out a way forward, and the way forward is to extend Article 50.
The British people are as sick of endless Brexit as most people in this House are.
Theresa May will have a third chance of putting her divorce plan up for vote before the House of Commons next week. The British Prime Minister has warned against rejecting it, saying it would trigger a lengthy delay period. Anastasia Churkina looks at some of the possibilities still on the table as Parliament turns on May.
It's been a very hectic week here in Parliament, with a series of votes meant to eliminate certain possibilities of what Brexit might end up looking like. If you recall, just on Tuesday night, we saw MPs reject Theresa May's Brexit deal that she so painstakingly negotiated with Brussels, reject that for the second time around. Then on Wednesday night, we saw a big no to the possibility of a no-deal Brexit, which of course still didn't take that option off the table. However, on Thursday night, the last of a series of crucial votes, at least for now, where MPs got together to vote on a possible extension of the Brexit deadline, the original Brexit deadline now March 29th. As many as 412 MPs said yes to extending the deadline. 202 said no. That's a majority of 210 votes, so certainly quite a considerable margin that indicates if there's anything the House of Commons can agree on at this point, it's that they're not ready for Brexit to take place at the agreed deadline of March 29th. Now, the big question is, Theresa May has to get energized yet again, find her way back to Brussels and try to get an extension agreement from members of the European Union. So what is this extension going to be used for is the big question, and that's an answer that certainly Brussels wants to hear from the UK, but also that's an answer that Theresa May is going to have to find before she tries to get back into any kinds of negotiations or talks or whatever you want to call it, attempts to try to figure out what happens with all of this next.